Breiffni, the role of genetics since the farm started.
Yeah.
There would have been a lot of stock maybe imported from Ireland at the start.
Yeah.
And its influence since, or what's your breeding policy?
Yeah, so I suppose we've predominantly been LIC genetics the past 10 years. There was one season when we went with, I suppose, genus all right, but predominantly LIC genetics, yeah. So we're pretty much I suppose what we're farming here is a 500 kg live weight animal really.
Okay.
And trying to achieve her solids in weight as well, I suppose, yeah.
Okay, so is there an influence of Irish genetics still, or is it more?
Not at the minute, no.
Yeah, it was
no.
the base of the herd ultimately.
It was the base
originally.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've obviously got a busy farm here. You've a lot to do day to day, and you were recently looking for heifers, and you used Matthew Beeson, I suppose, to help you find some heifers.
Yeah.
So why would you have used the service, or what's the benefits for you?
I suppose it just takes out a lot of the crap, and I suppose searching for I suppose with Grasstec, you know what you're buying, and you've got a middleman there as well to to avoid conflict or anything, and decent mobs of heifers, yeah.
Okay.
They're buying quality, yeah.
Yeah. And I suppose you can just select cows, assign a few hours to go and see a few groups and get back to your job.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is where you're making your real money.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not wasting your time looking at cattle that you're not interested in, what can suit your system.
So breeding policy here, how often, or how many weeks of AI would you typically do?
So we do 6 weeks AI. So our block is tight block, 10 weeks, no more. 9 weeks on the heifers, 10 weeks on the cows. 6 weeks AI on the herd, and then beef stock bulls after that for 4 weeks. And then on the heifers, it's 21 days natural heat to sex semen, and then bulls, beef bulls again.
So any cow that's not in calf, then say after the beef bull has been in, what's your policy with them? Would you let them milk away for the
We let them milk on for as long as possible, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then just cull them. We are looking at options, but I suppose with TB and whatnot and feed, we milk them for as long as possible and just cull them after that.
Fair enough. So this is your mature herd?
Yes.
Herd one?
Yes.
Okay, how many in that group?
There's 660 odd here now passing us, yeah.
What constitutes a cow getting into herd one? Is it?
So basically anything third lactation plus goes into herd one.
Right. And no problem cows?
No
typically.
problem cows, no.
Yeah,
no.
okay. So these are your money makers?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are the cows producing at the minute?
They're doing about 17 litres at the minute.
Okay.
3.9 protein and 5.4, 5.5 fat, so about 1.55, 1.6 kilos of solids.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how much feed in the parlour?
4 kgs of corn in the parlour at the minute.
Yeah. The role of beet, Breiffni, in your winter system or whatever, what role does it play?
I suppose the fodder beet here since we started the past 10 years has been a huge influence. I suppose we outwintered for I suppose 7-8 years, over 1,000 cows fully, on beet and silage. And nowadays, with the cubicle sheds, we haven't got enough cubicles to house the full herd yet. So 600 to 800 cows are being outwintered this winter on fodder beet and bales again. So I suppose the beauty of it is that, in terms of yield, tonnage, dry matter, you're not using up a lot of area for high yields.
Yeah.
So that's probably one of the big advantages, and it's a high energy crop as well. Yeah.
Do you use it as part of your reseeding program, or how do you rotate
yeah,
land
we
there?
would do. Yeah. So basically we used to go down the route of, I suppose, we'd put in fodder beet, we'd go we'd sow it with whole crop the following spring, but we'd undersow it with grass as well. So when you cut the whole crop in the following July, August, then at least you're going to get a grazing or two off the whole crop paddock that back end.
Right.
But nowadays, it's just fodder beet and grass seed.
Okay, so how do you introduce bales then as well? You mentioned about bales.
So we strategically placed the bales out on the crop, which we've done on. This is just a kind of a transition paddock here, but I suppose on the bigger paddocks the bales are placed. So there's I suppose breaks, 24-hour breaks of for 200 cows set up.
Yeah.
So we this winter we'll have 4 groups of 200 cows on the fodder beet.
And labour input then to manage that, what is it typically?
Jiggers, I'd say, a group of 200 cows, probably, anywhere from 20 minutes, half an hour to actually walk through them and look at them properly as well. Yeah, very fast.
A great way to feed cows efficiently when conditions are with you, I suppose.
Yeah, when the conditions are ideal, look to super. It does get a bit challenging when it's wet, but it's all down to how you manage it too, and soil type and whatnot.
Yeah,
so.
and your sandy type soil helps, I suppose.
Yeah,
Your-
it does. Yeah. It dries out pretty quick.
Yeah. What's the key to introducing cows to beet at the start, or what
So
approach did
we
you have?
transition. I suppose. Look, transition is really key. To be fair, it's a good question. So we transition cows over, I suppose, 12 to 14 days. So we build up their intakes from 2 kilos up to about 8 to 10 kilos of fodder beet
Right.
in the diet over the winter.
Do you find cows put condition on, or is
Yeah,
it more
I
maintenance
do.
when they're
Yeah,
on
I do.
compared to inside?
I suppose it depends on the weather, but I really think they do put on, great condition. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all down to what you allocate them as well.
Yes.